What can we learn from Contact about framing and composition? Contact is a wrestling match between science and religion, seeing how they differ and also where they overlap. There is a judicious use of framing to help tell the story. Let's start with a simple scene.
I don't think I can. I gotta work.
As Palmer is trying to connect with Ellie, we can see him centered nicely in the frame while she is skirting the edges, avoiding it. A clear echo that she's evading him while his intentions and vulnerability are entirely out in the open.
Ellie, did I even miss something?
We watch the scene move from a close two-shot, retreating into clean singles, indicating their disconnection.
I'll call you.
The use of antennas and background objects seem to be inserting symbolism into the scenes as well. This shot could be looked at in a variety of ways. On the left, we have an antenna and a bottle of wine, which you could find religious implications from, if you consider that an antenna sends and receives signals. Palmer's name itself might bring an image of hands together, praying, and the antenna would be a representation of prayer. Whereas on Ellie's side, we have a satellite and binoculars, an indication of her need to search and see what's out there. And as the scene progresses and their connection grows, those things fade away, and we're only left with a bridge between them, showing that they can still connect. Maybe bridges and connections are more important than the other things.
Well, if there wasn't, it'd be an awful waste of space.
Subtle visual injections run throughout the film. For instance, the godlike theme of Ellie's angel investor. My favorite, though, is how they use the Washington Monument. If we consider this to be symbolic of Palmer's faith, once again the imagery reflecting prayer, steeple, or a vertical connection with God, then we can see how the monument is framed next to Palmer throughout the scene, even in close-ups, whereas we have a large empty void next to Ellie, representing her atheism or lack of faith. Even later when Palmer calls a meeting with Ellie, we see this is still evident. Until after Ellie testifies to Congress and we see her exit. Palmer is now framed with the satellites, and she is framed with the monument on her side and between her and Palmer, showing that maybe science and religion can both coexist with a little faith. You can listen to the full episode at thepestlepodcast.com/contactmovie or look for the Pestle on any podcast app.